Hey TME followers, my name is Meredith Plunkett, and today I'm going to show you how I do my eyebrows using the Anastasia Brow Wiz pencil. There's a reason this thing is a cult classic. It works. I have tried every brow tint, brow pencil, anything you can think of, and this is by and far the best. So let's get started. The first thing I do is I use the spoolie end. And I just go ahead and brush my eyebrows back, get those caterpillars in place. If they're being particularly naughty, I will sometimes brush them up and do a little scissor action, clean them up a little bit. I might pluck some of the stragglers. I really don't get my eyebrows threaded or waxed, definitely not, because I'm lazy and it hurts and I'm not into that. So, au naturel. Next, we flip it over and we use the pencil side. The thing I really love about the Anastasia line is that they come in so many colors. So there's probably a color for you, even if you have hard to match brows. So the first thing I do is I start about 1/4 of the way in. That is not definite math there. I am not a mathematician. It is just an estimate. Do with that what you will. And what I do is I do these little short strokes, working my way slowly down the eyebrow. And now a good tip, if you find that your arm's getting a little shaky, is you can actually put your hand under your elbow to sort of prop your hand up, give you a little more stability. That also works for doing eyeliner or mascara, anything around the eyes that gets you a little shaky. Now near the end, I kind of do longer lines just because the hair is a little more sparse there. Now, one of the things that convinced me to buy the Anastasia Brow Wiz were the reviews. And one review in particular that said that this woman was in a car wreck, totaled her car. Her eyebrows were still on fleek. I mean, that's the best endorsement. I would put that on all the marketing. So now that I've finished up, I'm not going to do the front. And you'll see why at the end. I'm gonna move on to the other brow, and then we'll do the front. Now we're going to do the front. And the best tip I have is to think of your eyebrows as cousins. They might see each other on Christmas, Hanukkah, Ramadan, but they're not living together. They're not together all the time. They don't share the exact same DNA. So the idea is not to get them to match perfectly, but to get them to look related. And that's why I saved the front for the last, because this is where you can really see if you've jacked up your eyebrows. So first what I do is I make sure that I know where I'm starting. So I line up the brush against my nose. Okay, so I wanna hit right about there. I always start with this eyebrow because it tends to be longer than the other one. I'm not really sure why that is. So I just start by doing nice short strokes. Then I'll do a line down, nice and soft. I feel like I saw him like Bob Ross. Is that weird? Look at the cloud. Mix those blues. I'm so weird. Anyway, you draw the line down, and then you're just kind of filling in that little spot. You don't want to go too far, because remember, you can always extend this line. You can always add. It's harder to subtract. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now I move on to the other side. Now the other side, for some reason, there's a lot more space. I don't know why that is, but I'm kind of guessing that I probably overplucked in the early 2000s. Remember when like the OC and Laguna Beach and all those shows were really big and everyone had those like tadpole eyebrows? I was so into that trend. I'm so thankful I did not have enough babysitting money though to get them plucked all the time or waxed. Oh my gosh, remember when you used to go and get them waxed and then your eyebrows were all red all the time? Ugh. Now pull away. Not super even, see? Even I make mistakes. So I might go through. I'm gonna bring this line down a little more, make it a little stronger. See, it's always good to kind of pull away and see where you're doing. Ah, that's better. Now we're talking. And then when you're done to finish up, you can use the other side and kind of brush through just to make sure it doesn't look too severe. Sometimes when my eyebrows are just having a day, I will spray some hairspray on my spoolie brush and brush it through just to help them stay in place. And that typically does the trick. And like that one review says, these eyebrows will literally survive a car wreck. They will be on the whole day. They instantly brighten your face, give you a little eye lift, and it's the #1 thing that I never leave home without, my brows. So I hope this was helpful, and stick around for more videos.